We would like to relate to this website, CoinPlay.com. In fact, just a few months ago, we actually promoted them for, fortunately, not a long time. But this is what happened, and it was reported on the Bitcointalk forum. And this user is from Germany, and he posted this thread. We're going to put a link to this thread in the description. He said that a couple of days ago they decided to close his account and confiscate all his winnings, which is 0.291 Bitcoin. So it's almost 0.3 Bitcoin. It's close to $10,000, $9,000. He explaining here in the thread what happened, but in just short, he actually did a really good job with summarizing what happened. He's not from a forbidden country. He's living in Germany. You can see the terms and conditions in the CoinPlay website. They only prohibit users from the United States, UK, France, Netherlands, and Slovakia to use their website. We, in fact, have to use a proxy to view this page because it's not allowed to be viewed in the UK. Now, not bet using a VPN. Of course, he doesn't need to. He's from Germany. He simply uses his normal German IP address. I've not been on dodgy or on links, which is sometimes a reason for websites to say, okay, you had some suspicious bets. You were betting on some league number 4 in Thailand or God knows where. In this case, there's maybe a reasonable or a way to justify an action. In this case, all of his bets were on the NBA, which is a very big league in the world. So all of my bets were placed on the biggest leagues in the world, whether it's MLB, baseball, NBA, NHL. This this is reasonable, and it wasn't even on the handicaps or totals, but the most reliable market of them all, the game winner market. The odds were okay. He wasn't betting on crazy odds or anything that happened. He hasn't used any software or robots. There was nothing at all, and he did not claim any bonus, so he didn't need to fulfill any wagering requirements, and he only have one account. Now the thread is very long, so we're not going to get into all of it, but just in short, CoinPlay basically said, we understand your frustration, but please be assured that our risk and fraud team doesn't ban players without a valid reason. We're unable to share specific details about this investigation, so to speak. What is there to investigate? As it might inadvertently help potential cheaters. We also noticed that you have posted a few similar topics on this forum, or you're playing with other bookmakers. How is it exactly relevant? He's allowed to post and he's allowed to play with even 1,000 websites if he wants to. This part might raise concerns about the possibility of cheating. No, because you're allowed to play if you want to play with William Hill, Ledbrokes, Petty Power, or whatever. You want to play with an offshore bookie. You want to play with Stake, Rubet, whatever. This is this this is not a reason to blame. Okay. Well, anyway, they're saying, well, you're free to have your opinion. We stand by our team's decision. We return your initial deposit. At least they did that, and they didn't confiscate his deposit. But we won't be providing further support on this issue. You can see that the trust score that they receive in Bitcointalk is very bad. Users basically were accusing them of being in the wrong here. And by the way, he asked them if they want to use Ask Gamblers in order to use an independent review, and they said yes. Let's proceed with this independent review. You can use Ask Gamblers as you suggested. We appreciate your patience. Lois V, a very old member in the forum, asked them, "Will you honor the outcome of the review?" But they did not comment. Very surprising, not. So basically, speaking of the word surprising, the user was using he said I was flabbergasted. That means he was surprised. But yeah, I mean, you can see that the user is genuine here. Everything here that he's describing is 100% genuine. It's not like it's a fake complaint or anything that was done on the wrong from the user hand. He also provided screenshots as well, as we mentioned. As gamblers basically allowed the user to open this one. It was posted on the 3rd of April. Today we're on the 19th at the time of posting this video. And eventually it was left unresolved. As CoinPlay and Ask Gamblers, they said the same thing. They mentioned they were basically very vague about why the user did not get his winnings. And he said, yeah, the same, I'll copy paste of whatever you send him by email, what he shared on the forum. And even Ask Gamblers said that they requested additional evidence from CoinPlay due to the fact we considered the information and the proof presented not justified enough to confirm the accusations against the players. So even Ask Gamblers got involved as an independent review party, and they said whatever they supplied, they provided them, and they provided to them in a private way, so no one else could see it. If they claim that they cannot share it with on the forum, and they kept on saying the player violated the rules of the site, which the user is accepting upon registration. Basically, the rules saying that they can just suspend your account, return your deposit, and say we're not going to pay you the winnings, and that's why it's a scam. That's basically what they're saying. They basically admitting in writing that they're scamming users. So that's why we created this video. By the way, this time we're not gonna go to free Bitcoin website or freebittorrent.com or whatever, all the 20 sites. But if you're listening, if you're watching the video, you can use the code CoinPlay Scam. Again, use the code CoinPlay Scam to get several rolls. So that's the code, the promo code you can use in our site. I'm just mentioning here in the video, so you can make a note of it. And just what we mentioned, the user said, yes, it's a hollow statement. You cannot hide behind too sensitive to share. Don't care about sensitive. You can share all the personal private details as much as you want. He said, you can share my details. You can share all my information if you wish. I want to know, tell me exactly what rules I broke and name them punctually, publicly as well. And then send the proof of breaking to Ask Gamblers. He said, you know what, you don't want to share it here. You don't want to share it in the forum. Do it here. And just, this is independent party that can review and decide which was on the right. If you keep being vague, it's easy to accuse every individual player of cheating. Basically, that's what they're doing. That's what their terms and conditions allow them to do. You can basically use this strategy to any player, one on your website, ask you again to give some real proof to Ask Gamblers if you have it, and then use it to your advantage so everyone will see that you're right. He said, I allow you if you say that I'm a cheater, I'm a fraudulent user, show me that. And eventually, when he posted it, he said if they failed to respond to the complaint, it would remain unresolved, but they would decrease the score on Ask Gamblers for this provider for CoinPlay. So yes, CoinPlay, whatever you did, you played very nicely against this user. Not you basically cheated and you scam, and you're the ones who manipulated the user's account and the user himself. We believe in fair play when it comes to gambling, and not even gambling. We believe in fair play from the moment we started our own business. And when we started, we never ever wanted to scam even one single user. We believe in transparency, in communicating with users, and this is what they should do. They just failed to even communicate with the user. They just posted a few vague responses here in the forum uh, just in a way to justify themselves, to say this is the terms and conditions and suck it up. That's what they're saying basically. We believe it's completely wrong. It's unscrupulous. And this is why we made this video. So hopefully websites like this are not going to exist in the cryptosphere. We don't want to see websites like this, and certainly not in the gambling or non-gambling industry or in the crypto world. These kind of actions, they actually create distrust. They create users and they make people distrust websites. And good websites can be affected by it because users are scared, they're worried about using a website just because of actions like this. So that's why we put it into YouTube. So hopefully in the future, only good websites would take an action when it's needed, and they would do the right thing. So CoinPlay, if you kept that whatever, I'm not sure how much the user lost. If you pay him the deposit, he said he lost in the beginning or whatever, but whether it's zero point 0.2 Bitcoin or whatever that is that he's claiming, it's about $6,000, $5,000, whatever that is. If you're really happy keeping those funds, let's see how happy you're gonna be when the time comes on and people are gonna use social media against you, just like we do on YouTube, and then we'll see if it's really worth it. Because we believe in fair play, and what you're doing here is absolutely the opposite. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully, we can see you in the next video. Bye for now.